Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a grand campaign for you. The campaigns are switching sides for both rounds, which is why 42nd PA is on CSA and Colquitt's is on Union, but those are your leading regiments for our first round over the Westwoods, followed up by the Hooker's Push, where the 28th Massachusetts will be leading the Union campaign side on CSA, and the 12th Virginia will be leading the CSA campaign side on Union for Hooker's Push. Before we get into this, thank you to our YouTube members for the support. If you'd like to support, go beneath the video, hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do with no ads. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. And our regiments for today, on the CSA side, who is Union campaign, you have the 42nd Pennsylvania, 30th Ohio, Hampton's Legion, Free States Iron Brigade, Pickett's Brigade, 17th Michigan, 20th Massachusetts, 3rd United States, 23rd New York, and the 59th New York, whereas on the Union side, who is CSA campaign, you have Colquitt's Brigade, 11th Mississippi, 30th North Carolina, 12th Virginia, 1st Delaware, conscripted Virginia Army, Russian Legion, and the Irish Volunteer Brigade. We'll note I screwed up the logos on 1st Delaware and Pickett's Brigade. They're supposed to be flipped, but it is what it is. Server pop for today's fight is 274. Union right now outnumbering the CSA by 2. In terms of artillery for this map, there is no artillery, so that is what it is as well. We love saying it is what it is. Frontline reporters for today, representing our CSA campaign on the Union side for both rounds. You have Doug here from the Colquitt's Brigade, and representing the USA campaign, who's on CSA for both rounds, you have Uncle Dragon from 9th Corps. Appreciate these guys so we can see what's going on the ground while also seeing what is going on in the sky. And if you're playing in this match, whether it be recording and uploading later or live streaming, send me a link and I'll put that in the pinned comment of the video. So Westwoods, it's a 15% advantage to the attacking Union side. Union weaponry, they have the 7th Michigan Regiment with the option of the Springfield 55 and the Springfield 61. They also have the 72nd Pennsylvania with the option of the Springfield 61 and the Enfield. CSA defense, on the other hand, they have the 1st North Carolina Sharpshooters with the option of the Springfield 55, Enfield, Whitworth, and then the NCOs, they have the Scoped Whitworth, which scopes in the woods is something, and they have the 3rd South Carolina with the Springfield 61 or the Enfield. So Union's playing very aggressive to start this off. Colquitt's and 30th North Carolina are shoving it right forward in the center of the CSA line. Iron Brigade, 42nd PA, and FSB is going to try to hold the Union. Here comes Union.
Who's fucking next? Who's fucking next? You're fucking next. Fuck you.
42nd. Counter charge. Counter charge.
You can't take this on. You can't take this on. Come here, flag. Come here, flag. I don't see good, kid.
So the charge starting to fizzle it out. CSA will hold. Union, never mind. They do not. Fake news. Wow. Union just overwhelmed. Russian Legion rolls in on the rear side, and they're going to clean up the rest of CSA. It looked close from what I was seeing, but, you know, perspective is everything. So Redcoat and Epic Cancer are going to try to run those 2 CSA flags down. Union's going to recover. Russian Legion, though, looks like they're going to cut off these down flags, although I don't think they care about them because they're just not stabbing them. Turquoise trying to protect, but good job on Redcoat and Epic Chancer here. Getting those flags out within a reasonable area. CSA was split up into 2 groups. That CSA right with Pickett's Brigade, looks like Hampton's Legion, Midwest, and 3rd US are starting to shift back to the opposite side to reclaim that position. These officers, they have a steam chest so they can communicate whenever they want. Pickett's Brigade is just going to go right in behind the Union team.
Behind us.
Hey, boys. We're in charge. We're in charge. Southeast. Southeast. I got you, Docs.
Keep those flags down. Keep those flags down.
Boys, no mercy.
Have them out. Come here, Yankee.
And CSA will win that charge. So good charge from that CSA right, collapsing it behind the Union. They do get those 2 Union flags down. Russian Legion is running back from their little shenanigans, which they're going to run into Pickett's and 59th here.
Get them out of here.
So it's a nice couple of kills there. Overall, tickets fairly even, slightly in favor of the CSA side. So this is Westwoods for you, or really just any woods or corn map for you. It can just be chaos to start. A lot of charging. It's difficult to see in the woods. And so communication and knowing where your friendlies are is important. 42nd PA and 30th Ohio are going to charge right into Colt. Oh, they're just getting close.
It's dead to load.
Oh shit.
And that will force at least this Union right side to fall back a little. I will say this is much more organized than the last time we saw Westwoods for Grand Campaign. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. 9th Corps, 28th Mass pushes forward, trying to get some Union stragglers who are falling back. And it looks like Union's just trying to form up at Maine. Meanwhile, opposite side of the map, you have the 11th Mississippi getting into a shootout. Big line here. Shootout against 3rd U.S. and Hampton's Legion. So far Union's having a fairly good start. You're bringing everyone's tickets down. They're down slightly on tickets still, which, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world if you're down tickets as an attacker. You can deal with that, but obviously you don't want to go down too far. For those of you who did not know what happened last time they played this map, whoever was playing CSA, their token had only a couple of hundred men left or something like that, and it could have very well been wiped if they played the match normally. So they just all spread out across the whole map, kept dying out of line, which when you're spread out and not clumped up, you lose more tickets upon your death. So they just spread completely out and died really, really fast and dropped down to their last stage really, really fast and end the match without losing their token. It was funny to watch. Iron Brigade pushes forward, engaging with 12th BA. Union reinforcements arrive. CSA, you know, they have a slight ticket lead. They played this match for the most part together. Don't want to go too far out on your own and get wiped, but I mean, looks like Iron Brigade fell back a little. A couple of them did. Were able to get out with their lives, and I mean, you can see the tickets looked like they've even right back up. Sure, not much of a huge change, but you know, when you're a defender, you want to get a third to a half morale stage lead by the end of the game, just because of how the final stages work when the attackers can infinitely spawn guys in on their last stage while the defenders can't respawn anymore.
Yeah, don't waste your shots. Just shoot.
Alright, spread out, IB. Get on the flank side of 42nd and spread it out.
So things are kind of halted for a moment. Both sides getting into a shootout. CSA really trying to clump in one little area, which can make them prime targets, assuming visibility is there. 12th VA is going to push up for Union. Russian Legion assisting. They're going to push up. CSA is just going to get out of dodge right away. They don't want melee. They want to try to burn this clock, avoid ticket loss, but Union's just going to keep pursuing here, and I like that. Some of them anyways. So, looks like some 9th Corps and FSB guys maybe stayed there a little while, and Union's going to get a couple kills there, and Union now has a slight ticket lead. CSA almost going to go down to engage. I'm really surprised that 11th Mississippi hasn't pushed forward. I mean, they are holding down similar, maybe more CSA than what they have, but 11th Mississippi normally is that aggressive group for, you know, the CSA campaign. They're really just an aggressive group in general, and they're sitting back and shooting it out. 59th and 3rd US are trying to get some flanking positioning on them. And 3rd US is actually just going to charge right in. This is a bold play from CSA. I don't like this. It's a nice flank to get some shots, but you're charging in. Maybe you thought you outnumbered, but 3rd US gets pushed back relatively quickly. Meanwhile, back on the opposite side of the map, their CSA group is 42nd PA, 30th in an enclosure. Colquitt's are going to push in.
Get him out of here, get him out of here. I want that flag. Nobody allowed you to leave main spawn, CSA. Get him out of here. You should have left.
And that's a huge flag wipe for Union there. No respawns on the field for them. And Union's just kind of picking. You know, CSA, they got to stick together. Union's going to pick apart like that, and they've done a very good job of that so far. Props to Union. CSA first to go to engage. Union's shortly to follow. I mean, CSA, all things considered, has played... they've played kind of forward. You'll see CSA sometimes like to hold back on the snake fence that borders the forest and kind of this open area here where CSA main spawn is, which Union can get up to the snake fence before they're out of bounds. But CSA still trying to contest. You don't blame CSA. They've fought a fairly even, at some points getting a ticket lead. And I mean, as long as CSA just sticks together here, I mean, I don't see any issues for CSA strategy. But plenty of max left. Union hits engaged. And looks like you got Union charging in again a little bit here. Some Colquitts going in. Meanwhile, opposite side of this little area here, 30th North Carolina is going to punch up with Russian Legion. Rest of Union starting to reinforce. And look at that ticket difference. Union up by almost a fourth of a stage. Sheesh.
Good shots.
Nice little volley there.
They're still on the right. They also formed up. They stopped in front of us.
They're still there, boys. Fuck them up. Shoot them up.
So CSA at least 9th Corps, 42nd, and 30th taking a more traditional position. Looks like some charging just occurred on the opposite side of the map.
30 West on me.
Feels like we're watching Conquest with the fighting happening on both sides of the map here. It's just really kind of spread out. You don't see that too often on the West Woods, but
Catch bullets for him.
looks like CSA will hold. Picked up their down flag, which maybe got wiped in the charge. Who knows? London, Mississippi didn't lose their flag either, but Union's taken about a third of a morale stage lead, and it's, I mean, CSA, they had a great start, and then they just started getting picked apart individually. And they are paying the price for it. So CSA's reaction so far, at least, has been to fall back and make the Union X push them in a position that is out of bounds for Union.
Принимаю командование. Это называется растянуться в стрелковую цепь. Растянуться в стрелковую цепь. 1,5 метра.
That's a volley. Rip those guys that are just standing in the center.
Да сейчас начнут растягиваться потихонечку.
Растянул филу.
Сидя стреляй, сидя заряжай. Свободный огонь.
Сидя стреляем, сидя заряжаем. Стой сидя. Растягиваемся в стрелковую цепь и садимся.
Beautiful part, at least on Union's part, for being so aggressive to start the match is that, I mean, we're not even a third of the way through the match, and CSA side, they're down a morale stage and a half. You need to do that, you know, another morale stage and a half, and you can cap point and win. You have over 30 minutes that really you can sit and shoot this out if you want to. Only CSA group that is still out is 3rd US. And 11 Mississippi is, you know, getting foamed up on the opposite side. But we'll see what CSA wants to do. They're starting to send a couple guys on both sides of Union here. 23rd North Carolina. Just using those bushes as kind of skirmish cover. Pickett's Brigade, at least Officer Knox there, is pushing up on the opposite side to kind of scout out where Union is. HL getting out kind of at a flanking position. I mean, the nice part, if you're Union, you know there's CSA on point because you can see that point being capped up by them. On the Mississippi, opposite side to the southeast, charging into 3rd US. 3rd US is going to lose their flag.
You just did a silly.
And that is a huge wipe for Union. Down flag for CSA is obviously huge there. So, Union taking up position on this nice little, I guess, hilly area. The bushes really do it for you. I mean, you can at least see what CSA's got in the frames that is that, but still appreciate the view. It's just, it can be difficult at times to see what's going on in the woods. That's why these maps, Eastwoods, Westwoods, Miller's Cornfield, is always voted as some of the worst rated Antietam maps anyways, just because, you know, there's not a whole lot of strategy that can go into it sometimes. which, you know, is what it is. I mean, the most strategy is just, where's my team? When can we stick together?
Why are they all shooting at me? What the fuck? Just shot 4 bullets whizzed past me.
So, Union's side is very spread out. At least, looks like you do have some Union. I'm Colquitt's brigade. They're out getting some shots on HL. Always a... Man! Seeing those guns shoot was beautiful. It's like the first time I played Ultimate General Civil War and just seeing the guys volley. It's beautiful. 42nd PA, 30th trying to assist HL. Roll up on their flank. Just a quick note. 11 Mississippi is starting to move into the center. There are CSA groups that are trapping themselves on the point. I don't know why they're there.
Right in front.
The 42nd, 30th going to pop shots. Colquitt's. Yeah, Pickett's brigade, they put themselves in the middle of no man's land. 11 Mississippi's just going to go right in.
Ah, it's Flores. I can tell by his game.
Defend them! Defend,
Back
boys!
off for the
Defend
fence, boys.
line.
And so Union, you know, gets a couple kills, not a whole lot. CSA is going to win that trade. Tickets have kind of evened out a little bit. But, yeah, I mean, it's a nice flank for Pickett's brigade to go here, but you're putting yourselves kind of in an exposed position. I mean, Union could have charged you whenever they want. And Union's going to know where you're at just because the point was being captured. So, kind of a mistake there. 11 Mississippi, not pushing their flag in, just keeping it back. Man, I wonder what it must be like to play a zombie mode where you can get, you know, 100% reload, speed increase, like half the reload time essentially, and then go back to a normal event where they can slow reload. I must not be the greatest thing. So 42nd and 30th holding the extreme. Union kind of on their little nudge right there, the little hill. You do have Colquitt's brigade reformed back up and are pushing up. 9th Corps is getting way too close to Union here, even for a volley and such. I mean, if the whole CSA team makes a move like that, I can get a little more behind that, but going in independently, I'm a little more unsure of it. I mean, if you be sneaky within, don't take too many casualties, which obviously you don't know that until you go in per se, but it's just, the tickets are very close. CSA's been losing this match because groups have just been off on their own and Union's defeated them. When CSA stuck together and did things together, which obviously when a battle starts and, you know, combat, melee, charges, all that begins, things can break down easily. But CSA has kind of paid a price for, you know, being independent. What shots on Colquitt's? They're getting shredded by HL, 42nd and 30th. Real nice shots from these guys here. So, and I mean, the crazy thing too is CSA hasn't even... You know, they're not down a whole lot. They can still very well come back and take a lead in this match, which, you know, the balance they did on this map, going from a 25% advantage in favor of the attackers, giving 10% more tickets to the defenders to where it's a 15% advantage to the attackers. I mean, so far, at least based on this round alone, which is not that much of a sample size, it was a good change. But both sides are going to be close to dropping into taking losses. It's about 7 to 8, 9 minutes, something around there, since both sides drop down to engage. So, I mean, plenty of time left for Union to do whatever, sit back and shoot, charge in with 11 Mississippi or anyone else again. I mean, plenty of options here. Who's this over here? In 3rd US has positioned themselves kind of as, again, a flanking force. I don't know if this is 11 Mississippi's flag. It's 3rd US's flag. So, I mean, they're trying to get that flag back. That's probably why they're over that way. Looks like we got a little bit of a charge happening over here. Colquitt's going into 42nd and 30th.
Stand together.
So Colquitt's won't win the charge, might lose a flag.
Get that flag out of here.
I need protection.
I gotcha.
So good wipe there. HL will clean it up for 42nd and 30th.
Hold on the line, HL.
But that's Union flag down for now. First Delaware is moving out with some 12th VA. They're both kind of splitting apart, but they're going the same direction, trying to get that flag back up and get a wipe here. Bring them down. If CSA is going to push themselves out like this, might as well. The Union's trickling.
Come on, boys.
You suck, Rebel. You suck, Rebel. You're banned. You're banned.
You're dead. Oh.
30th North Carolina trying to help out for Union. Pickett's brigade reinforces for CSA, and they're going to countercharge Union here. But Union has a lot of guys pushing in.
Давайте офицера, Коля, СЛРежник. Продолжаем резаться, мальчики, продолжаем резаться, продолжаем. Режем.
And that's exactly the type of charging you want from Union there. Union basically committed their whole force. They're kind of in a weakened state right now, but if CSA is going to push themselves out on a flank like that, you might as well, engage that to bring CSA down. Again, you still have plenty of time. You can keep the shootout, but, it's a nice little opportunity. But Iron Brigade's going to push forward for CSA side, get a little closer in a slight defilade here.
Lucian, there's a flag to our right. I mean, like, less than 20 meters.
I don't think they see us.
And CSA, in the end, they just brought everyone's tickets down. That's great if you're Union. Union, for the most part, outside of a couple main spawns, is back in the fight. Colquitt's runs up here and gets piled some shots into Iron Brigade here, and that's going to force Iron Brigade. Looks like some IVBs mixed in as well. They're going to fall back. Again, just trying to keep distance, but on the opposite side, Midwest FSB are just charging in. Miscommunication for CSA. You would have expected Iron Brigade to assist. Here they are. But Union held the first push. Can they hold the second?
There's more. Another attack from the west. Nice shot.
Watch out, get the squad.
Run.
Sweep in. Kill jam. Chase those flags. Chase those flags.
Boys, get him.
Flags and kill these outliners.
Chase them, Yankees, out of here.
So CSA will get an edge in the end. 42nd and 30th cleanup for CSA. Russian Legion, 12th VA guys still formed up kind of in the rear. Looks like nobody lost any flags for the moment out of that whole situation.
Штыки вперед, принимаем атаку, сохраняем строй. Принимаем, давайте. Отражаем, мы гвардия. Гвардия.
Surprise!
Hook right into him.
So Union will get out with all their flags. That's real huge for Union. Again, you're bringing everyone's tickets down. Union has a slight ticket lead out of that. And, valiant effort from CSA. A little miscommunication to start there with Iron Brigade pulling out while the rest, or Midwest and FSB went in. But eventually Iron Brigade came back. The rest of CSA followed, and they were able to win the charge. But they did not get out of that what you would want. Little Mississippi's only Union group active on the field right now. They are edging Cap right now. If the rest of the Union just groups up and goes in, they could maybe hit them down the breaking Cap and win. Union will lose one flag for the moment. Gets picked back up. But, never really a lost flag in the first place because it was brought so far back that someone could pick it up. So CSA if I were them, I would see if 11 Mississippi makes a mistake in early caps. Because if Union early caps the point, meaning caps before CSA hits breaking, they become the defenders. CSA could hit him in the last stand, retake, and win. But that's not going to happen. 11 Mississippi charging in.
Fuck you, bitches. Fuck you, bitches. Thank you, Dr. Dash. Down to
Everybody CSA, hold, do not stop.
So 11 Mississippi will get wiped there, but they brought CSA down a little more. Their flag is still alive. CSA won it. But good on 11 Mississippi guys, at least seeing that right away. They're going to get it a good ways out. They got some distance there. Meanwhile, opposite side of the map, Union team is reformed. 42nd, 30th, 59th, and 3rd U.S. are going to try to hold this or at least delay because Union might just charge going to the point. But actually, 42nd and 30th is getting right up on a flank. Union should just churn and charge this, but it's a sneaky little spot.
Brace it, 40 seconds.
That's enough. Come here, liberal. I'm gonna show you the fine art of being a Yankee. Yeah, brother.
Hold the line, gentlemen.
And Union gets a hold there. That hits CSA in the breaking. Looks like first Delaware and Russian Legion charges into 59th New York, 30th North Carolina. They got a flag down. Point 2, actually. Point is open. They chased 11 Mississippi really far away. Weren't able to get a flag. But Union might as well just walk on the point. I don't think they realize the other half of CSA is so far away, though.
So the focus, please.
Watch out left. Left. I see a scout. I see a scout. Watch left. Oh, it's a line. It's a line.
Ooh.
Got him.
But that other half of the CSA seeing that they're breaking, they got to get near point. Pickett's brigade is going to be the first to arrive. Union is here. They are capping.
Hey, no, gentlemen. Watch out. We have guys on the right. Flankers.
And CSA main spawns are starting to arrive back. And so CSA should probably be able to hold this. I mean, they have to full send to protect the point. And, I mean, just a mix of chaos kind of happening down there. But actually, Union maybe starting to take the edge. Russian Legion and 12th BA rolling up the rear side, and they're starting to take it back. Union's up a third of a stage. Multiple flags down. Honestly, Union having 3 flags within the vicinity. 11 Mississippi showing up. So all 4 flags for Union in the vicinity while CSA was down 2. Probably made a big difference there. So Union's forming back up. CSA is going to have one last little push at this, unlikely to break through because they're not going to have loads or bayonets. Probably Union will, and Union has their spawns as well.
Yeah, we're on point. We're on point. We're on point.
Yeah, this is over. CSA will try.
Oh, hello, sir. Good night, my friend.
Get up there, don't load, go!
It is over.
And that officially will be the end of our round. So, good fight here to start. CSA had a really, a phenomenal start. They had a slight ticket lead, which, they had to keep that consistent throughout the whole round to have a good opportunity. But they stuck together, and they were able to outplay Union there a little bit, win some charge, maybe not win some charges, but at least win in tickets. And then since those initial charges happened, CSA just got picked apart. Groups were not going in together, a little bit of miscommunication. And I mean, at points, CSA team, was maybe eventually doing stuff together, but Union just it's just really that simple sometimes. Union just stayed together for the most part. And, I mean, 11th Mississippi was off on their own, but when they need to retreat, they retreated. And so it's just those little differences there that are there that can lead to big results. On top of the fact defenders have less tickets overall on Woods map, which Woods and Miller's Cornfield, just when you can't see, that favors the attackers a lot. I mean, look at the casualties. They're fairly even. Anyways, good first round. We'll see you all shortly for round 2. And here we are with the start of our second round. Hooker's push. Server pop. Everyone's still on the same sides that they were before. 288. Total pop. Union up by 8. In terms of artillery, though, we have it this time. CSA having 8. Union having 6. So infantry in balance is going to be 10 in Union's favor. Hooker's push is a 19% ticket advantage to the attacking Union side. Union, they have the 2nd Wisconsin Regiment with the option of the Springfield 61 and the Lorenz. They also have the 2nd United States Sharpshooters, which has the Sharps rifle and the Scope Sharps rifle for NCO. Something to note, right? They're a special company, so they only have one company, and it looks like 12th VA is going to be with that. And then the other Union regiment, the 2nd Wisconsin, they have the rest of the soldiers, right? So 64, 60 in that regiment compared to CSA side, who's got regiment sizes of 37, 27, and 35. This will be important in a second. But the CSA defense, on the other hand, they have the 13th Georgia with the option of the Springfield 55 in the Enfield, and the 6th Louisiana with the option of the Springfield 55 in the Enfield. Anyways, Union having the 2nd U.S. Sharps, it's considered a special regiment. They have the Sharps rifle. They reload in half the time of most of your normal rifles and weapons within the game. And so they're very nice to have. They're very good at shooting long distances on big open maps, which is what we have here. Now, to compensate for that advantage, that regiment only has 1 company and 1 flag. So Union only has 3 flags as a team versus CSA, who has 4. So it can create some difficulties for the Union, even though Union has the advantage with the weaponry there. CSA having 4 flags, Union having 3. CSA can just out-respawn Union most of the time. What does this mean? That if Union and CSA get into a close to mid-range shootout on this field, CSA is going to win that over the long run 9 out of 10 times. So for how Union should play this map, they either need to sit back like they are right now and shoot it out for 45 minutes, which, mind you, their main spawn is all the way where that back battery is. So, I mean, it's a 4 or 5 minute walk up here. So that's why we didn't start at 45, 44 minutes. We started at the 40-minute mark. But Union either has to keep it back, keep the distance in a shootout this whole time so they can preserve their flags, preserve those respawns, make it harder for CSA to hit, or they have to charge and they have to win those charges quickly. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. CSA is playing a very conservative defense right now, as they would. The advantage for CSA on the map is you have the point in the center here. It shows that it's in the center of this open field, but CSA can cap the point from behind this hill here in a defilade where they have cover. I mean, a lot of the CSA defensive line, they do have nice little defilade cover that makes it difficult for Union to shoot and hit them and deal a significant amount of damage over the course of this match. So Union's eventually going to have a charge. This map has historically, from what I remember anyways, has been Union biased, but as of late, it's really become more and more CSA biased just because they can out-respawn the Union side. And Union has to cross a big open field. And again, right, any close to middle range shootout, CSA is just going to win that. And if Union wants to charge, right, they got to charge across an open field. Union can't early cap either because CSA can just sit behind the defilades and shoot them down effectively. So, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I mean, early on, both sides still very spread out. CSA defensive line on the right side, you got FSB to their left, going to the center. You have 42nd Pennsylvania mixed in with 30th Ohio. Iron Brigade shifting over to the right side here. 9th Corps and Pickett's Brigade are holding the center of this CSA line. Meanwhile, CSA left, you have the IVB 3rd U.S. Midwest Brigade, and then the extreme left at the Hagerstown Turnpike, you got 59th New York and the Hamptons Legion. Meanwhile, Union side, on the other hand, Union has the 11th Mississippi holding down the Union right. 30th North Carolina is mixed in with the left. A couple of skirmishers from 30th North Carolina push forward. But Union's pushed up on this left side. 12th VA They're nice green uniforms with the sharps there. It looks like Hendrik has the scope there. Heinrich with Colquitt's Brigade and Russian Legion 1st Delaware. So Union has two ways generally to approach the CSA defensive line. If they want, they can charge up and take those rocks up there. And then make that a standing ground to either shoot or charge the CSA over here, or to just get nice flanking shots on the CSA line that's over here. Union also likes to group up on this side and then charge this side, try to take the CSA right out. If they can do that and get up and get a foothold, it can be huge because there's a little defilade that Union controlled here. They also have a defilade here. Now again, the close shootout is not going to be helpful for Union, but you know, at least they have a little bit of cover that way.
Spread it out, C cover. Spread it out the side of the line.
So far though, Union's been winning the shootout, which is something you don't see too often. Now, I don't know if that pace is, you know, fast enough, but I haven't heard that in a long time. But you normally don't see that a Union do too well in a shootout, or at least get a ticket lead this early on in the match. I mean, they're up by 1/8 of a morale stage. Now, if Union would early cap the point, which they had some guys teetering on it a moment ago, Union could stop that black timer, give themselves more time. But if CSA retook the point, they would regain those tickets. So it's a decision for Union if they want to do that or not. Time will tell. I mean, they could have had it, but they backed off of it. Union's still keeping their distance. I mean, if they want to keep pace with CSA here, they need to get them down to engage that next morale stage by the 30-minute mark. And something I should have mentioned earlier on as well, 12th VA is leading the Union side, and 9th Corps 28th Mass is leading the CSA side, right? 12th VA, CSA campaign on Union, right? 28th Mass, Union campaign on CSA. So Union inching up a little closer on this left side. Tickets still fairly even if Union has a slight lead. I mean, it's been almost 6 minutes and Union's gotten CSA down a half morale stage. That pace is just, so far anyways, not fast enough. And I almost wonder if the reason why CSA's taking a lot of hits or tickets is because a little more open over here. They've gotten at least a little more in cover on this side. They have a good amount of guys crouching here as well, which I normally don't prefer. I mean, there's pros and cons to both, right? But, I mean, when you're standing up with a lot of people, right, you die, you lose 1 ticket for your team. If you're crouched, even though you're in a line with a lot of people, you lose 3 tickets per death, which is honestly the biggest drawback from it. I mean, it's better to just be standing up. Sure, when you're crouched, there's a little less sway when you're shooting, but it's a couple more seconds to reload. On top of that, you're in skirmishing, so you're going to be suppressed more. And then, again, it's just the biggest thing is 3 times the amount of ticket loss. Now, if you're in for sure cover when you're crouching, then you don't... I can kind of understand that. But as we've kind of seen, a skirmish guy gets hit here and there. And, I mean, that's 3 times the amount of loss there, which you can't... You know, it sometimes can be the little things that matter. Well, the Mississippi is sending a couple guys forward. Looks like they've taken the sharps as well. And, I mean, this is great for them. I mean, if they hit these shots, fast reloading, they're going to be killing a good amount of there. Good amount of there. Wow, great commentary here. But the thing is, with CSA really concentrating on this right side, Union, if they want, could full send and try to take these rocks here and then get a pincer on CSA over here. Now, obviously, you got CSA over here. But I doubt CSA will charge. They just sit back and shoot. Unless they really want to hold the line. And so, I mean, tickets are fairly even, so I wouldn't mind an early cap from Union here.
Flight, come with us. We're going to take some rainbows off of this rock.
Flag down, flag down, flag down.
No. Zigzag.
Run, run, bitches.
No, don't zigzag.
Oh, they just
stay
got
there.
team
Hold
killed. Oh. The tragedies of war rights. So, I mean, this is Hooker's push for you. I mean, Union's just trying to play it safe. They're dealing a good amount of damage with tickets. I seriously, if Union wants to make this match a sit and shoot, they should early cap the point as often as it is available. Because, you know, it isn't so much true this map, but the general rule applies, right? The attackers just are very happy if they're keeping tickets even with the defenders, which Union is, right? So even if Union regains tickets, it's not the worst thing in the world. But, I mean, I would early cap Power Union. I mean, it's very easy for CSA to retake the point, but giving yourself even an extra minute to deal damage on the CSA side, I think it'd be a good thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's friendly. Company G, let's go.
So, I mean, 30th North Carolina was close to capping it. Looks like they're going to run on the point now.
Pull back, pull back, pull back. Let's go.
But you do have some Union movement. Actually, yeah, okay. I was like, are they going to cap? I don't know. Colquitt's is shifting to the opposite side now. I mean, CSA will be able to see this and be able to communicate it. And so, Union will early cap here. 20-minute gold timer. CSA can retake whenever, and if they're down tickets, they can regain up to where Union is at in terms of a percentage, not raw number. But if Union holds this for 20 minutes, they can win. And Union's going to push up in the center here. Again, CSA was so pushed on this side, and they didn't really react to Union shifting. Now, looks like their entire team up here. So, this is good moves on Union part here. Making sure they can keep that point contested. Now, again, who knows if they'll be able to win this shootout over the long run, especially with a nice flank there by 59th and HL, which Union has to form a little bit of a L shape for that backwards L.
HL, you're doing so good, guys. Keep firing.
But, yeah, and the good moves on Union's part. CSA just kind of letting them take the ground here, trying to kill time, but... Kill time, avoid casualties, but this is some good ground. Both sides are going to drop it, engage relatively similar to each other. Union will probably drop first, though. And CSA sending a few guys around the flank. 9th Corps, it's a nice spot to have, but you are kind of exposed, but you're a little far away, so it's not that bad of a thing. Union, based on what I'm seeing in their chat, has picked up on it. But CSA is going to have to take this point back. The Hooker's push for a CSA victory is very much a time-based win for CSA. CSA wins this map on time. I mean, it's been a third of the game already, and... I mean, it's been over... It's been 17 minutes since the round has started right now, and I mean, CSA still hasn't hit that second stage. And so if you're CSA, you really don't want Union to early cap here. I don't know why CSA is not sending a couple regiments up to try to retake this point back. They have the opportunity. But Union spreads out a little bit. I think trying to just cover their bases with CSA hitting from multiple sides. Midwest and 3rd US are going to charge up and hit 11 Mississippi off of those rocks there. Union's kind of in a bowl right now, being shot at from all sides. Nice canister shot. And PB's just going to charge right... There's no need for PB to charge here, but it will force the issue and force Union off the point. So Pickett's Brigade will get the win there. Are they going to keep going? I don't know why CSA is playing this so over aggressive. Midwest, 3rd U.S. are going to charge at the front. Pickett's Brigade's hitting the side.
Come on, boys! Come here, you sons of bitches!
CSA charging on the far rocks as well in the distance.
Let me stick you, Daddy. Let me stick it in you.
Son of a bitch.
So Union will hold the first charge. Opposite side, CSA win that. But Grimm's going to get that flag out to a reasonable place. That CSA officer just team killed his own guy. Trying to shoot the flag. Good job on the Union flag bearers, Grimm. And then you got Zarutska. I'm sorry if I butchered that. They're getting that flag out. And so Morose, man, we got glorious names here today that I can totally pronounce. It's not an insult to the name. That's an insult to my poor skills. But if CSA is going to charge to try to get Union off, they need to get the Union flags down. Otherwise, you know, it's a bit rough for the CSA side. Because, I mean, both sides lost a third of a morale stage there, roughly. Looks like Union's down a little more. But, you know, again, you win this map on time. And when you charge and bring everyone's tickets down, you know, it makes it a lot easier for the Union. But good early cap from the Union. If CSA would have gotten the Union flags down, right, Union would have to spawn main, which their team is already, they basically have already, because a lot of the flags are running out of line, and you can't spawn in out of line. So guys are forced to spawn in at main, but they can run back up here and pick up the flags. That still is going to kill, you know, 3-4 minutes, which you could say is a successful thing for CSA. CSA could maybe say, you know, we take a third of a morale stage loss, but we kill another 4 or 5 minutes off the clock by forcing Union to spawn main and get back up. But if you get those flags down and get them down out there, even in the center of the open field here, right? The whole Union team will spawn in and get back up to the snake fence by time those flags despawn, and then you have to wait for someone to spawn back in with the flag and rush back up. So those flags are out of the fight for, you know, 8, 9, 10 minutes. That's huge. So, I mean, still though, Union's going to keep their flags, which if Union loses their flags, I think like twice they lose this map. It's a very slim chance. So, I mean, you know, you could say that was charged. It was good for CSA, bad for CSA. I mean, we'll see in time if it was the right call in the end. But maybe not as black as white as I was initially describing. It's the, I think, neat part is there's strict metas for this game. I guess strict, there is kind of strict metas. Like, there's certain ways you have to play maps to win. But even within that, there's still subject to change and variation, especially since, you know, people play styles are different. Different events play differently. Even pubs, they play differently. So.
Are we? Oh, shit.
You fucking idiot!
Like the blind leaving the fucking blind here as a Yankee.
The goddamn
Flying Dutchman.
Everest believes him.
Okay, so the actual right
Let's
then.
move
The
out.
actual right. Let's go. The other left, guys. Yeah.
So Union team still getting formed up here. I mean, still moving out. It's a hike. I've seen some Union groups, and this can be applied to a lot of maps too. You spawn in, you just run all the way over here again, get your bayonet and reload to here, and while you're getting your bayonet and reload, you're regaining that stamina. But Union's not fully intact yet. And they're just going to gun it. At least 11 Mississippi's pushing up. I assume they're just going to stop at these rocks and get into a shootout, or they might just charge straight in. Who knows? You can never guess sometimes with these groups. But I know there's... Hear me out. I know... So, like, each... Okay, really good English here. But, you know, each map, they have their regiments. Like, you got 13th Georgia, 2nd Wisconsin, and they have their war period flags. Like, these flags that we see here from the regiments are supposed to be the regiment's flag and then a national flag for each of the regiment. That'd be really cool if, like, 12th VA, they're the sharpshooters. That'd be cool if 12th VA had their own custom flag, and if they were the majority of a regiment, the flag that would spawn in would be like a 12th VA flag. Because sometimes I feel like when you're playing the game, unless you're charging with someone and you can hear the other people's voice, like these CSA guys probably don't know what Union regiment they're shooting at from the other team. And at least it would be cool to, you know, be facing an enemy from a distance and look through your binos or just see a flag and be like, oh, we're fighting 12th BA. Or we're fighting this regiment from the other team. That would be kind of neat. Because, especially when you watch regiments for long enough or just playing alongside them, you can pick up on how your friendlies like or enemies like to play a game. Like, as I was mentioning last round, 11 Mississippi, they're a very aggressive group of guys. And imagine if you saw 11 Mississippi flag bearer running across the map with a big group. You can be like, oh, that's 11 Mississippi. You know, we need to react this way to them. That would be really neat, I think. Could also maybe, if a group's like super good, it could, you know, maybe have some fear in their opponent, if that's a thing. But that would be kind of neat. It would be a little more I guess ahistorical in the aspect that, you know, there's two regiments on each side and we want to keep their flags to that. But it's just a side thing. That would be kind of neat, I think. So, shootouts has begun again. CSA is taking a lead from that charge and everything, which, I mean, is another positive from that charge. Union wants to hit CSA down to taking losses by the 20-minute mark, which, I mean, I don't know if they're going to go at pace for that. We'll see.
What did you say, Zoe?
Do not stand out in the open and reload.
I was more hidden behind here than I'm here.
No, because we have shooters right there. Just get into the, like, if you're just in the corner,
Like on that
it's
side?
good. Yeah, but, yeah, they're shooting from the fucking trees over there, east. Hey, also, hey, if you have no one on, you can crouch.
And, I mean, CSA, for the most part, is somewhat at their original places, holding kind of far forward on this CSA right, 9th Corps, 42nd, 30th, and FSB, and they're going to walk this back. Because again, it's just a time game for CSA. There's no need for them to really hold too far forward for too long. And 9th Corps is going to get themselves out. So, there's almost no downside for the Union to early cap here. Because, right, if the defenders are down and they retake, they regain. But TSA's up right now, so there's no real downside, but unlike last time, it does look like the CSA side is contesting this a little more. Pickett's brigade holding in the center.
Did you pray today?
I know what you're doing. I see.
Give it up, boys. Keep up that fire. Yeah.
So Union's going to drop into taking losses first. Union's starting to push up to those rocks. I'm intrigued to see the casualties at the end of this, at least comparable to a match like last round, where there's a lot more charging. I mean, 2 rounds could not be polar opposite.
I can't see shit.
But I mean, Union's going to have to charge in or early cap again. It does not look like they have the time as of now. Gee, someone in chat just said, I swear if I spawn and get shot one more time, I'm going to crash the British economy. What a bold play. What a bold play. Someone said it already crashed. Someone else asked, what wave does the Titan spawn? That's a good question. It's a good question. Depends on who you consider the zombies and the bad guys. Love the Mississippi pushing out into the center. Not on cap. I think they got to go a little further forward to do so. Union putting a lot of pressure on this CSA right side again, which they did before. Union then taking losses. CSA might actually get taken losses by 20 on the clock.
Поднять знамя.
Стреляем.
Блять, рядовой лабубу, блять, поднял снайпер.
Нормально.
Продолжаем
Это плохо, как
огонь.
могло быть.
Почему лоранца нет отдачи, блядь?
Dude, that mic is something else. There's a
Австрийская винтовка.
there's a depth to that.
Господом Богом. Отлично, продолжаем.
It's like a
Свободный
something like
страдательный
that.
огонь.
I don't know who that was.
Самое главное, не садитесь.
So it looks like IVB and First Delaware are going to swap sides right now. Union does outnumber CSA by 10. So, I mean, First Delaware, they've got, you know, about 11 guys here. And then IVB, on the other hand, they've got 5. So, I mean, that's going to be a 6-man swap, which, I mean, that's a pretty good swap to have. It's going to make it dead even, which we'll check back in that in a minute.
You're my human shield.
So I don't know what's happening to my game right now, but also, if a little Mississippi is going to shoot out in the open like this, I would think they'd want to be on cap, which they very well could be.
You're my human shield.
And yeah, it looks like they are starting to take it. Because like, there's no reason other than the cap. At least if you're standing in that open field. CSA just getting outnumbered. They could just put more bodies in this Death Blade where Pickup Brigade is and just stop this if they wanted to. They are very well within their area to stop it. I don't know why they're not. So CSA will take it back. Looks like 42nd and 30th Ohio at least shifted on to help. And that's what you need to do if you're CSA. Exactly. It's not a whole lot to do, but you got to do it. Union's shifting more their team to try to get cap here, which it's a rough spot to early cap out here if you're Union, if CSA is going to contest it. Because even if Union takes it, right, they're in a bowl. CSA's in a defilade. I mean, just look at the view from Union. You can't really see a whole lot of the CSA in the center where they're on point capping. So it's just a rough spot for Union to try to early cap. I mean, maybe Union's trying to pull them to this side of the map so they could charge up on the opposite side. We'll see, but I mean, Union's taking a good amount of hits here. CSA taking losses, Union down by about a fourth of a morale stage.
Easy pickings, this is.
Two-man spacing.
But Union's going to at least commit to this. Colquitt's is joining 30th North Carolina, 11th Mississippi. They are going to take it back. CSA left is really trying to get out for a flank. A couple of Union guys over here. Some CQB, 30 North Carolina guys. HL 59th is going to hit them. And those are, I mean, again, every ticket's going to matter here. But if HL and 59th, I mean, even if they can get on the... I think the corn's out of bounds for them, but even if they get, like, right here on these rocks, I mean, look at that angle they have of them. It's a thing of beauty.
30th on me, we're shifting right. 30th on me.
Shift right, gentlemen, shift right.
So, Union's going to respond to that CSA aggression. The war of southern aggression. And that might bother some people. Anyways. North Carolina shifted in the court to at least counter this. It looks like it might be slightly in bounds for CSA, which, I mean, if he can get here, good spot to be in.
Buffets, boys. Reform right back here. Reform right back here. We're good.
And so Union's taking it back. I mean, they're just losing tickets. They're now down almost a half morale stage. But, I mean, even look at it from a CSA's guy's view. I mean, you can still see a good amount of the Union guys where Union just can't see you. It's a rough spot to be in. I mean, you still have a good amount of CSA. I mean, the CSA guys over here, they're not on point. CSA guys over here aren't on the point. I don't know if the guys holding further back are on point, but, I mean, CSA's still up by a few guys. They have the numbers to just outright hold point. I mean, they're up 1 infantry right now. And, I mean, they just take it right back. I appreciate at least what Union's trying to do, but this is just not going to work for you. And they got to pull off this. Surely they have to pull off this soon. I mean, they're starting to take it back.
По центральному камню очевидно, который насал. То есть так отставить огонь, отставить направо.
So Union inching their lines further forward here. A little bit of a chess match. They might actually take it, which I haven't seen Union do this, at least in a long while. Just outright early cap on the field. They've taken quite a beating in tickets as a result, though. But I mean, the thing is, if Union wants to commit to making the early cap work, assuming they actually get it with CSA starting to take it back there, Union's going to have to hold in the open field. And that is just, you're in a bowl, almost. Almost.
Продолжайте огонь.
I mean, it just seems like CSA guys are holding their guys back, and then when they need to, rush them up to either get a volley or just...
Take care, at the club. Come right there. Get to go, yeah.
I mean, either just to shoot a volley or to take it back.
I'm gonna drop those flags, but I can't tell where they are because of the grass.
I can now.
Yeah, I'm telling that big flag running.
So Union's gonna... I mean, they're just gonna have to change up strategy at this point. You can't keep trying this and... anticipate it to work. It was a worthy attempt, but they took a lot of casualties. Just, I mean, look at that. And so, Union's going to back off, get reformed back up. CSA up. About a half morale stage. Union's just going to have to go in. And they're just going to have... I mean, best guess is they just charge through and try to outright win a charge. It's going to be difficult to do anything else. And the reason, again, they just can't win a shootout. I mean, anywhere it's kind of open field, but again, they have less flags. They're not going to be able to out-respawn CSA. If they go back over here and start doing a shootout again and CSA still stays over here, Union could try to gun it and get around the side of CSA this way and at least have some nice defilades. Maybe not stay there for a long term, like eventually charge, but...
Whoever shot that guy that rock.
So Union's down to breaking.
Lucy, that just missed you.
Holy shit. I guess the cannonball meant for me hasn't been molded yet.
Yeah. You carry a cannonball with your name written on it around with you.
So, Union at least somewhat clumping up into general areas over here. And that's where the flags are. Who would have thought? Wow. But I mean, yeah, once Union forms up, they have to charge in. Union still looks very spread out. I mean, they have their arty back here, which I haven't really looked too much at that. Which I mean, they're just kind of blind firing here. Let's watch. Let's watch this drive. Short. A little longer fuse time, that would have done it. But I mean, again, they're kind of shooting blind here. I mean, you can't really see. You just see the smoke. You could tell who was on point, which I guess is something, but meanwhile, CSA battery, on the other hand, much more in the fight here. Ah, yes, the good old cannon in the face. His eye level is not even on par with the thing. It's like his hat is where the eyes are at. And this is the inside of an artillery piece. Wow. I remember there is the Shiloh little reenactment that they did for 2 weekends, the Euros a while ago. And I remember at least making a mini movie out of that.
Down the line. Reload.
But there is one shot corded. He's one of the guys spectating with me. He did that, where he stuck his camera inside the cannon, and then when the cannon fired, cut to another view. Oh, okay, it's there. Is it gonna get rammed? Okay, let's watch this thing. And we just got violated. All right. Some guy, yeah, Labubu said the level 1 line shoots the officer, leaves the game, and refunds it. That's so true. So true.
On the line. Take him.
Take him.
Stand to load.
So, Unions hasn't really even been formed up yet. Like, arty and infantry just keeps pounding these guys. I mean, Union's fallen back really far. They have guys moving out of their main spawn as well. I mean, this is just... I mean, is Union officers at least yapping anything in game?
Yeah, from the 16-inch, you're going to have a longer barrel.
I will take it off if we're gonna
Wait,
be shooting, but you never know before.
You should have like a 20-inch barrel on it.
Okay, this is
67-inch.
the NCO model with the green little NCO patch.
6-7.
Okay, guy. Okay, I'm leaving. No, no,
6-7.
I hate that. Terrible meme.
Вот строй.
Здорово.
Здорово, здорово.
Нот.
Нот, сначала в строй, потом зарядка примыкания.
Так точно.
Хорошо, хорошо.
What?
Понятно.
Okay, I'll move the flag then.
2 минуты готовимся.
Yeah.
Level 20 Lion takes CO and doesn't concern himself with such things as microphones. George von Amesburg said that. That's great. I mean, can CSA see him? Look at those little flags. You can barely see the flags, and if the officer can zoom in with the binos, that could be much. It's like some imbalanced things are being said on the chats. 14 imbalanced to CSA right now. 15 is when it's too much to really overcome, but considering the artillery imbalance into the thick of things as well, It's a 12-man infantry and balance in favor of the Union side. So is Union just going to sit this out the rest of the time?
Ну, познакомься с ней, может она неплохая девчонка. Есть шанс еще. Жизнь солдата коротка, так что не надо терять момент.
Минута, ребята, минута.
Ничего,
Пора
пацаны,
остригать
камбэкаем.
ногти и
I mean,
собирать
surely
волосы.
Union's not...
Скоро мы пойдем.
I mean, we've seen this done before. There was the Piper Farm match where the attackers just stopped attacking when they could have won the game. Now, Union's not going to... Probably not going to win this game, but... I mean, I don't know why Union's just sitting back. I mean, obviously they got pushed off this, but it's been a while. 12th VA is now pushing up with the Sharps. Union can win one charge and capture point. That's how they win this match.
Let's go, boys. Spread it.
Flags up, we're good, we're good.
Peaks and valleys, keep the flag in the corn.
Peaks and valleys.
Which, don't tell me they're just gonna sit and shoot this out.
Easy shot, cut the grass off.
I mean, we'll see. But you do have some CSA out really far forward, skirmishing over here. 9th Corps, no surprise there with FSB. They've been kind of holding down this CSA right the whole time.
You got the mode.
But Union...
Барон, встань.
Саунд нет. Когда там наступление?
This is, I mean, there's pretty, I mean, Union's only got one more shot at this. If CSA holds them once, they win. Because the amount of time it's going to take for Union to reform, it'll just be too long regardless.
Get down and reload! Get down and reload!
But it looks like Union's going to charge at 3 flat. Looks like 12th VA skirmishers are going out, but it's all what... Only thing Union can do is charge and hope that, you know, CSA just sucks. And that's part of it. Union, with that bullet spread decrease of 60% at minimum for these weapons, it has made it very difficult to, as an attacker, sometimes just charge. What an arty shot. Russian Legion going up and over. Rest of Union still not. And here they go. And now they should try to go up and hit the CSA there and then collapse in. They should not charge out into the right on the open field, but alas, we'll see what happens here. They are so spread out right now. So Union getting formed up on those rocks right now. They need to go up together, and then so far a little trickled out here. Some Unions sitting back shooting, some Unions going. This is... Oh, here they go. So Union getting a little bit of an edge so far. Starting to hit that second line of CSA defenses. CSA hits breaking.
Are we actually gonna win this? We got this. We'll win it. Wipe them. Wipe the flags. Wipe the flags. Oh, that's a lot of them. Get the flag. Get the flag. Get the flag. Get the flag. Get the flag.
So Union hits final push. Timer drops. Actually, it didn't really even drop. Never mind. I'm sorry. It could drop though. They still have infinite spawns, but the limited time CSA collapsing on the rear to cut Union off. Maybe get some flags there. But you still have a couple Union left. Trying to keep the flags up. But Union flags are going to run out and get caught. Still, who's going to be the last Union guy alive? There's 4 of them left. 3, 2, Vader or Jam Points. Jam Points is the winner today. Last man standing. Gets 1 stab. Gets a kill. Gets stabbed himself, but gets another stab. Gets the 2nd kill before going down, though. So, CSA is going to get a good win here. I mean, Union got the early cap and gave themselves a couple of extra minutes. But CSA played the round exactly how you would expect them to play hookers. They just sat back. You know, they didn't play too overly aggressive outside of the one time they charged out trying to get Union flags, which they were unsuccessful. But Union had to reform for a few minutes because they all spawned at main. But they just played a nice little game. Union, you know, the shootout can work, but if you can early cap, and I mean, Union tried. They were able to get 1 early cap off and hold that for a good amount of time, which is a good movement on Union's part. But CSA was like, we're not going to let them early cap again. And Union tried to early cap in the open field, and CSA made them pay for that. And they never actually took it. So, good match here from CSA. Nice ideas from Union. It's a difficult map for them to play, but that is going to be our events for today. 2 very polar opposite rounds here. A lot of charging in that first one. Not so much this time, but, you know, that's with the nature of the game and some maps sometimes. Like, you have hookers push, you got, you know, like kills counterattack. Colquitt's effect. Yeah, not really. Where it's just, a sitting and shooting contest sometimes, and you know, that's, again, there's a lot of different ways to play War of Rights, and that can be the beauty of it. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel more, go beneath the video and hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do with no ads. You can advertise your regiment in the bomber videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Besides that, though, we have our Discord and all the clips channels. If you like the daily short clips, please check those out. We have it on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Outside of that, if you're playing in this match, whether it be recording and uploading later or live streaming, send me a link and I'll put that in the pinned comment of the video. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. Could not do this without you. God bless. And we'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your night.